54.86 distance to diameter ratio cone of perspective test. This 54.86 distance to diameter ratio cone of perspective diagram was set up to test if a 0.8 inch diameter black foam orb posing as a moon can fully block the light emanating from a 1.75 inch diameter 5000 lumen flashlight representing the sun. The flashlight and black foam orb was installed in my garage as shown on the diagram. Here is the setup in my garage. The left picture is the view behind the flashlight representing the sun. We see the flashlight is on. The black foam orb posing as a moon is hanging from a clear fish line, and a quote eclipse or shadow can be seen on the garage floor. The right picture is the view behind the black foam orb posing as the moon. We see the flashlight is on. The black foam orb posing as a moon is hanging from a clear fish line, and a quote eclipse or shadow can be seen on the garage floor. Next, we will observe in a video what occurs. This video was taken with my iPhone and is in slow motion. We can see the quote eclipse or shadow from the black foam orb blocking the light from the flashlight. We also see the black foam orb hanging from a fish line and the bright light emanating from the flashlight. Since the black foam orb posing as the moon and the flashlight representing the sun have the same distance to diameter ratio in the cone of perspective, the black foam orb should fully block the light emanating from the flashlight. This would verify how, quote, solar eclipses occur when we know the moon has no light and is invisible during a new moon. A, quote, solar eclipse occurs because a black orb with the same distance diameter ratio as the sun is physically in front of the sun, blocking the sun and the sun's light, which we are seeing right now. The black foam orb is blocking the light from the flashlight because the black foam orb is perfectly aligned with the flashlight in the cone of perspective. Since the cone of perspective in this test is very small, it is hard to keep the phone's camera within the cone of perspective. It is important to continue to observe this test because it explains the truth of how, quote, solar eclipses occur. We have proven by Almighty Yahweh's scriptures and repeatable observations of the moon's lunar cycle that the moon is a light/luminaire, which during a new moon has no light, is invisible, and cannot physically block the sun or the sun's light. The conclusion of this test proves that, quote, solar eclipses occur by a black orb with the same distance to diameter ratio as the sun, moving physically in front of the sun, blocking the sun and the sun's light.